and gentlemen, thank you for bravely coming to the scene of this terrible crime, the adventure of the Red-Headed League. We appreciate your bravery. You need not fear because Dr. Watson is here. And also Sherlock. Yes, let's give them a hand. On with the show.
I had a bad feeling about the whole thing from the beginning. It was the Red-Headed League, Officer Jenkins. They hired us.
I've never heard of that club before, and I was born and bred in London.
Yes, Sergeant McPhee, that is a most peculiar name for an organization. Red-Headed League.
Please, Chief Jenkins, I plead with you to investigate. We're shopkeepers, officer, a pawn shop on Saxe-Coburg Square. That's all. £4 means a lot to us.
£4 means a lot to anyone. I could use £4 right about now.
McPhee, do you want to take this on? Help out these lovely distressed redheads?
No, sir, not because of the ladies, because I don't think this club exists. And me, Mom knows every club in London. She's a society lady, and I've never heard her mention one of that name.
My sentiments exactly. I say this is not for Scotland Yard. Take it to Sherlock Holmes, 221B Baker Street. He's your man.
Thanks, officers. Thank you.
To the Red-Headed League, due to the demise of the late Ezekiah Hopkins of Lebanon, Pennsylvania, USA, there is a vacancy open in the league. The position entitles the member to a salary of £4 a week in return for nominal services. All red-headed persons, sound in body and mind, are eligible. So, you've come to me?
Yes, sir. It's horrible. Contract broken, hopes dashed. Someone said you were living bloodhounds, yet we know nothing about you.
It's true, I am a bit of a dog. Right, Watson?
Once you're on the scent.
Ladies, I see you've labored greatly of late. Writing, judging by the writer's knob on the third finger of your right hand and the ink under the nail.
I'll be.
Furthermore, Miss Agnes, I see you're a supporter of women's right to vote.
I am indeed. But how did you know?
The rosette on your lapel is green, white, and purple, well known as the colors favored by the suffragettes.
Well, blow me over. You're hired, Mr. Holmes.
That's lovely of you. Now, onward. It's clear that £4 a week is a tempting offer.
Yes, the pawn business isn't as good as it once was. We used to have 2 assistants. Now we can only afford to have 1, and that's because he kindly works for half salaries.
What? Half wages in this economy?
He says he wants to learn the trade.
At half wages, I see. Well, good day. This is most intriguing. I'll get right on it. Watson, show the ladies out.
Such a pleasure. Seldom do I have the privilege of meeting 2 such stunning redheads.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Seldom do we visit with such a gentleman of your profession. The pleasure is ours.
Quite. I look forward to your next appointment. My, such good fortune. 2 enchanting redheads in one day.
Watson, get your hat. There's a fine concert featuring Sarasate and several German composers. It's introspective. I wish to introspect.
And where might we be going?
To St. James Hall. We'll be near you, ladies, at Saxe-Coburg Square.
Excuse me, sir, but will you be late?
Entirely possible. Watson and I have a number of peculiarities to figure out.
Yes, so I understand. Redheads, personally, I've never met one before.
Fortunately, that's changing.
Mrs. Hudson, be so good as to fetch my brolly. Good evening.
I tell you, this is by far the most peculiar mysteries ever, but oh dear me, I forgot. My goddaughter Rosamond is arriving, and here she is. Me, Martha. I was just about to tell these folks about Sherlock Holmes' latest. Do tell, do tell. I have it in my diary. The adventures of the red-headed league all began 9 weeks ago at that pawn shop on Saxe Coburg Square.
Well, Agnes, who would you choose after all these interviews? That nice young man, John Daly. Yes, done. He's kindly offered to work for half the salary. As they say, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I think he's dashing. If I were younger, I'd be gobsmacked over him. Mr. Daly!
Ladies, I just stepped in to hear the good news. Am I right?
Yes, you're hired.
Thank you. There is but one thing, though. I am an avid photographer. I was wondering if I could possibly avail myself of your cellar now and then to develop my film.
The cellar is yours.
Thank you, my dear ladies. My joy knows no bounds.
I tell you, that Daly was a real apple polisher. In a week, he had the ladies in the palm of his hand. I myself know because I was at the pawn shop.
Really? Was it the pawn shop we went to several months ago on my last visit?
Indeed.
Well, blow me over.
My dear ladies, I've just seen the most astounding ad in the newspaper.
Oh, Mrs. Hudson. Rosamond.
Agnes, Maudie, good afternoon. And who is this nice young man?
Our new assistant, John Daly. John, meet Mrs. Hudson, an old friend of the shop.
My goddaughter Rosamond, as you may remember.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Business must be doing well.
Not as well as I could hoped. But no matter. Anyways, what brings you in today?
A beloved cousin in Shropshire is fallen ill.
Terrible cough. Lungs congested.
Oh, dearie me, sounds dreadful. Is it consumption?
Likely so. The doctor wants her to move to a more healthful climate.
Like Cornwall? No, Agnes. She needs the south of France.
Oh, you're so right, Maudie. I've longed to go there myself. The poppies, the land.
Excuse me, my dear ladies. So the purpose of your visit today is?
This ring, my mother's ring. A real ruby.
So beautiful.
Now, Rosamond. You need a pawn it to help your cousin move.
Oh, that ring again. A bit small, isn't it?
Not so.
Excuse me, Rosamond. Miss Maudie, that's what you said last time I pawned it.
Apologies. It's a lovely gold setting.
Oh, it is. My father brought it back from India. He went to the original mine.
Oh, did he now?
Ladies, I say we offer £3 and be done with it.
Oh, my dear goodness. That's far too much, John.
What would you say?
£1. There are lots of rings in right now.
Done.
John?
On my word, that's hardly worth it. I couldn't part with it for less than 2.
You're so bright.
£1 10 shillings, my dear.
Very well. I'm grateful to you, and I'll be back to pay it off.
Come, Miss. John Dale, you need to learn the business before you try and run it. Never accept the first offer. Bargain.
Apologies, my dear ladies. I just got carried away. Listen, though, I have just seen the most opportunistic opportunity. Both of you can improve yourselves.
We're grateful for what we have, and your presence makes it all so much better.
Agnes, Marty, this is especially for redheads.
Redheads? Are you joking? To the Red-Headed League, a vacancy open in the league. The position entitles the member to a salary of £4 a week. Awfully grand salary. All red-headed persons, sound in body and mind, are eligible.
Marty, notice the date.
Why, that's this afternoon.
Ladies, opportunity calls. Leave the trails of this business to me.
This is our family business. How dare you suggest we leave it? Come, Agnes. We'll talk as we go. John, you are so right.
Of course I am.
Mrs. Hudson, do you mind if I pop in?
Hey, Tea Bats, come in, have a cup of tea.
Rosamond, so nice to see you. The Red-Headed League. Oh, that's a good one.
I'll say, so Rosamond, and the next day, who do you think appeared at the Red-Headed League office?
Oh, are those two dear red-headed leaves? Oh, poor things.
Ah, poor things indeed.
Outside, please. One at a time. Hey, this is an orderly office. That's better. Now remember, you won't do it all if your hair's much too brown. Redheads. We are seeking flaming redheads. A bit like that. Do come in and have a sit.
Name? Fallow. Tabitha Fallow, sir. It's male. Your skills? I work at the vegetarian restaurant on Saks Coburg Square. I do a bit of everything there. Cooking, cleaning, waiting on customers. Do you write? Yes, of course. Very good, but ma'am, we are seeking redheads. Flaming redheads. This
Next. Come on, quickly now. Push me.
Good luck, Uncle. You look just fine.
name, Wallace Smythe. Ma'am, your skills? Salesman, my aunt's hatchery. I have the care of my dear niece. Sadly, her parents passed away in the last cholera epidemic. Interesting. Very sorry to hear. But tell me, are you a true redhead? The day we mother birthed me. Excuse me, sir, but I see you've missed a spot. In the back. Oh, dear. I believe you have dyed your hair, sir. Go to a hairdresser next time. Dismissed.
Oh, Uncle, you're so funny.
Unfortunately, yes.
Next. Hey, I didn't send you in there.
No, you didn't. But at my age, I can seek the nearest chair. Trevor, I'll take it from here. Name, please. Sylvan Roberts. Do you write? All my life. Journalist. Faced tigers in India. Faced tigers in Parliament here. Then my husband went me out. Left. I went to my small newspaper shop left to my name. I could really use the funds. Interesting, Miss Roberts. Your hair doesn't seem to have aged a bit. It's a family trait. Excuse me. Heavens, ouch, ouch! Commendable acting, ma'am. Stop, wait, toss. I'm sorry, it's my job. Dismissed. Gold, Trevor, looks like you can take off. I'll look up. Yes, sir, we work together. A pawn shop on Saxe-Coburg Square.
Really? Saxe-Coburg! Twins! You don't say.
Yes. What are the details of this job, might I ask? Besides, of course, the incredible salary.
We do not reveal that until you're hired. But tell me, do you write?
Of course, we're businesswomen. What do you expect? We conduct a modestly successful business as pawnbrokers. I must say that together we've managed to make ends meet.
You know this job requires you to be available 10 to 2 each day.
Yes, we considered that. We have an excellent assistant, reliable as the rain in London.
Excuse me?
Hey, stop pulling! Now, I beg of you!
Got to be sure.
Now, ma'am, stop! Ow!
You have no idea how many fake redheads there are in the world.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm supposed to hire you now. You're such remarkable redheads and good workers, I can tell. Report to this office tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp.
Thank you, ma'am. You're much too kind. You're putting roses in our lives. Most generous.
Not really. We're advocates for redheads. Grateful for your services. Good day.
The next morning, most citizens blessed with fortune left for the office of the Red-Headed League.
Bless me, we're in for a surprise. Rosamund.
Makes me wish I had red hair. Tea, please. Very good. Now see how things go. You may not want red hair.
Whatever do you suppose we might be doing? I don't know, sis. The ad said nominal duties. I've got that strange feeling. Think positive, Agnes. You always get strange feelings. Think our £4 a week times 2. Yes. All right, you've talked me into it. But if anything untoward happens, I'm wringing your neck.
Ladies, apologies. I have to get organized. Here's your task. Got!
Your books, ladies.
Trevor!
Papers. Your pencils.
You are to copy out the Encyclopedia Britannica.
What? Now, Agnes, you can write. I can. Positive.
Marty, you're to copy out A. Agnes B. We deliver compensation at the end of each week.
Good day, ladies, and good luck.
Gentlemen,
This is as unusual as raining frogs on a sunny day. Think positive, Agnes. Think a fresh coat of paint on the shop, lounging on the beach in Cornwall after fishing ships, new eyeglasses. Yes, I forgot. You're always right. Of course.
Meanwhile, back at the pawn shop, Daly took charge.
Oh, he was the bee's knees.
I'll bet a shilling he more than took charge.
oh, that's a big bet, young lady. You're on.
You be careful, Martha Hudson.
Just a word with you good folks. I believe in carpe diem. The old chestnut. Seize the day. If you don't, someone else will. And I say crime has its place. There's folks that's up. There's folks that's down. And I say those that's down have a right to go up by any means necessary. When I was a child, dear father, the Duke, never spoke to me. Sweetest mum died. I
something while they're doing it.
Maybe we should have you copy the encyclopedia as well, Mr. Galt. You could learn a thing or two.
Hey.
Half the city of London turned out to be interviewed.
People are so gullible these days.
There can't be that many redheads in London, can there?
I would be surprised if there's a bottle of dye or red wig left in the city.
Now, boys, we've got until 2 when they return. That's 4 hours of work to be done. Get to it!
Hey, when do we get a turn in the shop?
Right. Why don't you get your hands dirty for once?
Boys, the ladies didn't hire you. They hired me. Now, all of you, go!
All right, boss.
So while Agnes and Marty labored through volumes A and D. I know that Daly ran the shop to perfection. You owe me a show.
She got you.
Indeed I do. 7 weeks and 6 days went by. Amy, Martha, Amy, Beth, what kind of tea do you serve the Queen of England? I give up.
I don't know.
Royalty! Indeed. Now let's go out and fetch some crumpets to go with this tea.
Oh, what a grand idea, Martha.
Hello? Hello?
Apologies, I didn't hear you come in. How may I help you?
Sir, if you please, take a look at his silver bracelet.
Oh, where did you find this?
It was left behind at the vegetarian restaurant where I work. No one claimed it. We even put an ad in the paper.
This is very fine repoussé work. I can give you £3 for it.
£3?
Make that 4.
4?
We're here to help.
Heaven bless you and keep you, sir.
Thank you. I'll be needing that.
Good afternoon.
Quite.
How may I be of assistance to you?
Sir, the shawl was left behind the shop over a week ago. No one claimed it. We even put an ad in the paper.
All the way from France, the tag says.
Very observant, young lady. This is finely crafted.
My aunt doesn't want it, so I figured it'd be a nice dinner for us all. Maybe even more so.
Uncle, what's on his hand?
Sir, you've got dirt all over the fabric.
Apologies. I can give you £1 for the show and your troubles.
Well, that's all right. That'll be a lot of nice dinners.
Daly, which direction are we supposed to be going down in there?
Good afternoon to the both of you. You too. Mr. Gold, Trevor, there were customers. You've got to be sensible.
I told him not to come up.
You didn't give us the signal, Daly.
Right, man, stomp your feet.
It might help a little if you watched our progress down there once in a while.
Yeah, we need you to come down and lay out a clear course for us.
Mr. Gold, Trevor, it's a line, a straight line. Right, Janice?
Jolly good, full steam ahead.
There ain't nothing straight down there.
Then make it straight. Pull along, Jets, and see what we can do.
Wait a minute, Daly, you promised us candles.
Right. There ain't nothing straight down there.
I already said make it straight.
Oh, you got a strange idea of straight, Daly. It's a beastly task.
Codswallop. I can't see my hand in front of my own face.
It's boys, 9:02 We've got an hour to the ladies' return.
And then that's French for get on it.
I tell you, being Mr. Holmes housekeeper. Oh, dear me. You never know what's to happen. First, the Bunsen burner overflows. The next, he falls asleep in his chair and leaves his candle burning. And then next morning, he starts doing shotgun shells on my good pillows. But right now, I wouldn't want to be that John Daly. Nothing escapes him.
Tell, what happens next?
Well, the next day, that is the end of the 8th week. Agnes and Maudie reported to work as good, hopeful girls.
I'll wager they're still dreaming of a cottage in Cornwall. I'm dreaming of jam roly-polies.
But we just got crumpets. You.
You're so right about Cornwall. I don't know about jam roly-polies, but I ain't betting with you again.
Wise decision.
Come on! Can you believe it, Agnes? Look at this sign. Office closed by order of the Red-Headed League. Well, I'll be. That's a bounder. I'll say we're out of fortune. I think we should consult a professional.
As you can guess, at this point, the ladies came to Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, Mr. Holmes to save the day.
He's always saving the day.
Exactly. Holmes went directly to the pawn shop neighborhood.
Not such a notable place, Holmes. Saks Coburg Square. The shops look like they've never known the touch of paint. The pawn shop. It's all seen better days.
So have we all. Excuse me, Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, you may think this is all tapping at a good bit of nonsense, that I have finally gone off my head, that I'm looking for water under your chairs. But I tell you, no leaping before looking at me. Strategy is the way, especially in the face of one of London's finest strategists, John Daly. So apologies if I have disturbed you good folks. It won't happen again, I assure you. But come along, Watson, we must pick up the scent. On to our pawnbrokers, Darnley and Darnley.
Come inside, gentlemen. You are most welcome.
No, I only wish to know how to get to the Strand from here.
Third right, fourth left.
Thank you, good day.
Good day to you too.
Smart fellow that we just met. He's, in my opinion, the fourth smartest man in all of London. I have known of him before. Note the birthmark on his forehead.
So we dropped in on the shop so you may gaze upon this notable person's forehead?
No,
What then?
the knee of his trousers.
What did you see?
Exactly what I expected to see.
And why did you beat the pavement?
My dear doctor, no time for talk. Let us explore the paths that lie behind Saks Coburg Square. Aha! Quite the opposite of sad little Saks Coburg Square we just visited.
I say, like night and day.
It's not the Strand, but here we have the newspaper shop, the vegetarian restaurant, and even the Coburg branch of the City and Suburban Bank. Note its position.
I say it might might even back the pawnbroker's shop.
Watson, could you arrange to meet me in the bank's vault tonight at 10 p.m.?
Holmes, I have nothing else on my calendar. I'd enjoy a nocturnal outing.
Excellent. Watson, I have reason to believe that the mischief is afoot and can be stopped tonight. I will absolutely need your help.
You have my word.
Excellent. But now on to St. James Hall, the concert.
Adiam, adiam, adiam.
No, please,
Adiam,
Watson.
adiam.
Not your child.
After the concert, Holmes wished to make another stop.
Oh, Rosamond. Oh, listen to this one.
Personally, I'd rather like a jammed roly poke. Very good. But first, let's see how Holmes gets out of this jam. Onward.
Oh, good one, Martha.
Watson, would you be so good as to buy me a copy of the Evening Times, if you please?
All right, Holmes.
And meet me directly at the bank afterward.
Ahem.
So sorry, sir. What can I do for you?
A copy of the Evening Times, please.
Certainly. They just came in. Tuppence, please.
Yes. Not much business today?
Oh, no, sir. This is all right. Paper, please. Right on. I tell you, I've just been up half the night on account of the noise.
What noise is that?
I'm a light sleeper. I live above the shop, snug up next to the bank.
I thought it was quiet at night. There aren't any clubs around here.
Excuse me, gents. Got a handbill for you. First, order free. Tip top, if I say so myself. Night all.
As I was about to say, normally it's peaceful as a sleeping dog, but now it's the bank guards.
The bank guards?
Yes, they've got no respect for any old woman trying to get some sleep, rattling doors, gossiping, jingling keys at all hours of the night.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I might look into that.
If you don't mind, evening paper, please. Coming up.
Uncle Wallace, does that one have the funniest? The one about Beano?
Yes, it does, young lady. Enjoy your bean on them.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm telling you, this past 2 months, constant interrupted sleep.
The past 2 months, you say?
There's a lot more gone.
You're talking about the bank?
Yes, the bank.
I've heard they've doubled the amount to go.
How weird.
I heard they got a large shipment in from the continent.
I heard that too.
Uncle Wallace, let's go. I want to drink Beano.
Righto, good evening.
Well, best of luck getting your sleep tonight, dear. Good night, officer.
A pleasant evening to you both.
Evening time, please.
Certainly.
Agnes, look at this. Red-headed scammers. No news to us. We must not fret. Sherlock Holmes is on it.
Just so you know, Mr. Holmes phoned ahead and made an appointment with the president at the bank.
Oh, he knows how to get things moving, that one.
Oh, that's my bank, or was.
Nanny Martha, Annie Bet, what kind of tea do you drink in a long trek in the desert?
Give up.
Chamomile tea.
Jolly good, but now on to the newspaper shop. Revelations. My good woman, spot on.
We aim to please, ma'am.
This being my first go at ordering out. Smells good.
You chose our best. Savory pie, wonderful seasonings, potato, onions, touch of sage and mushrooms, a nice breedy pastry.
What do I owe you?
Oh, not much. In fact, nothing. First to order
section. No Beano!
So sorry, young lady. Pardon me, sir, but at one point in your life, in fact, recently, didn't you have red hair?
Well, actually,
In fact, quite recently.
I remember, Uncle. I remember the day you were a redhead.
oh, that red hair, that dye. Yes, yes, I recognize you, I believe, and you too, ma'am.
Oh, Uncle, you are so funny.
But of course, I remember you both. The red-headed league, and I wasn't red-haired enough.
The red-headed league.
I was totally gobsmacked at the idea of £4 a week.
A fortune. We could have vacationed in Malaga, and it's the beach.
The beach. Oh, Uncle.
I could have eaten at your vegetarian place every night. Here's your tip.
Thank you, so. Do you think all that was real?
You never know these days.
Good evening to you all.
Night, night.
Night. God bless.
There will be a brief intermission, so please enjoy yourself and meander along the Strand and other areas of Saxe-Coburg Square. Thank you.
The City and Suburban Bank Saxe-Coburg branch has an impeccable reputation for fiduciary responsibility. Through all the ups and downs of the precious British economy, the City and Suburban Bank stands by its patrons. As an affiliate of the Bank of London, we are as solid as the Queen herself. Dear, perhaps not quite an appropriate analogy. I mean, we are as reliable as Her Majesty herself. Do come by for a cup of tea and we'll discuss your assets. Ask for Merriweather, Sir Merriweather. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Your concerns are our concerns here at the City and Suburban Bank. How may we accommodate you?
Oh dear, so sorry. I wasn't at my desk and you just walked in. Are you by chance the Dr. Holmes?
Yes, Holmes and Watson. Yes, Holmes and Watson. Sir Merriweather. Now that we're here right before you, I have a matter of importance to discuss with you.
Will that be all for this evening, sir?
I say my notice to Mrs. Merriweather can wait, but do be sure to take careful notes on this meeting about to happen.
That is why, Sir Merriweather, we wish you to know that the very security of your bank is at stake.
I say the very security of our bank is as strong as the Rock of Gibraltar. I say we have a crew of astute guards on duty around the clock. Constant patrol.
Note that, Watson.
And we maintain a force in pedestrian clothing which you may not be aware of. Did you get that, Miss Mossman?
Yes, sir, of course, sir, but I may remind you of Mr. Holmes' reputation.
Indeed.
No need, Miss Mossman. My reputation is not at stake. Rather, the good name of the City and Suburban Bank. That is the question.
There is no question on that matter. Oh, I say, we are a wonderful bank. I'm so sorry, but, oh, Tilly, shall I go? I think I'll be there, but I want you to take notes.
Of course, sir.
Excellent, it's settled then. Now, Watson, we're off to call Scotland Yard.
Between Watson's information and, of course, Holmes's amazing relentless lines, the case is off.
Oh, I love this part.
Oh, the fox and the hounds, the cat and the mice, the frog and the flies. Oh, here we go.
Oh, spot on.
Nothing like a good hunt.
Sherlock Holmes, I must speak with Chief Jenkins at once.
Oh, Holmes, he's right here.
Top of the evening, Holmes. What can I do for you?
Meet Watson and myself tonight at...
Must be tonight. I've had a long day.
I think this case is of personal interest to you, Friedrich.
Is that so?
Yes, this afternoon I met a man with a considerable birthmark upon his forehead.
Could it be after all this time?
Yes, Sergeant. John Daly is the chief suspect in a peculiar plot that you sent my way.
The matter with the redheads? Yes, that was most peculiar.
And you have a chance to catch him in the act tonight. That is, if you aren't overly tired.
Chief, we have to go. This is a chair.
I've been on Daly's track for years. Usually goes by the last name Clay. Slippery snake, I've never even laid eyes on him. What do you need, Holmes?
Meet Watson and myself tonight at the Coburg branch of the City and Suburban Bank, St. Michael Street, 10 p.m. You'll get your man.
Holmes, you bloodhound, you.
You have a grand gift for silence, Watson, which makes you an invaluable companion.
I'd love to, old chap. But how do you ascertain that 10 o'clock hour?
Elementary, my dear Watson.
It is now the night, Saturday, the significant hour, 10 p.m. Oh, what could possibly happen? The momentous gathering, just as Watson put it. Needy Martha, any bets now? Could we fetch some scones and jam rolling polies while you tell the rest, please?
Of course, you honey bun.
Oh, come. It's my treat.
Quite a popper to be inside the vault of the City and Suburban Bank after midnight.
I say, hush! Merryweather's asleep.
What, oh, hello, top of the morning to you, Miss Mossman, tea?
But it's midnight, sir.
Oh dear, oh, I'm so sorry, I just nodded off. It's so terribly long in the dark and damp.
It is quite damp, sir. The Thames is near, you know.
Now I say, this really is above and beyond duty, Holmes. This better be worth my time.
Let me inform you, Sir Merriweather, that John Clay, alias John Daly, is a murderer, thief, and forger. I'd rather have my bracelets on him than any other criminal in London. His mind is as nimble as his fingers. His grandfather was a royal duke.
I hear tell he'll crack a bank in Scotland 1 week and raise enough money to build an orphanage in Cornwall the next.
Daly and crew have but one retreat, that is back through the pawn shop at Saxe Coburg. Jenkins, you did post your men.
McPhee?
Done.
I say, there's no one here. Dead silent, cold. Oh, how I hate to waste a good evening in this moldy...
Hey, Watson, did you hear that?
Not a thing. Probably just a rat or something. Holmes, have you been getting enough sleep? Are you hallucinating?
No, watch the floor.
I have to sneeze.
Should we turn up the lights?
No, all of you, this is not a summer camp out. Mum's the word. Really?
Come on, man. Let's say that.
Keep my head. I'll come around and losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you could
Shut it, Trevor.
I'm nervous. I like to quote Rudyard Kipling.
Get a job. Last stretch. Dig in, dog, if you want your bone.
Last stretch. Daly, you liar. I want 30% of the tape of this heist. I've wasted 8 weeks of my life with you.
Hot get it.
Daily, cut me for 32. All this digging. What if it's the last bank job?
Back
You can keep your head while those around
Go to your mother.
Go to yours.
Who's the mastermind here? You three? You're lucky I even talked to you. Remember who I am?
Wanted in 6 different countries is what you are.
Bloodhound Copper's on your scent.
standing there like idiots with shovels.
Dig, boys! You're killing the dream!
The nightmare.
It's Saturday. Past midnight. No one will be at the bank. Dig for the love of Mike!
You dig daily with your own nails.
Tomorrow you'll kiss me for involving you.
That's piss, not kiss.
Put a rag in it. You'll beg to be on the next prize while you're sitting pretty counting your gold.
Gold? Can I eat gold? Gold sandwiches.
I could use a gold sandwich about now.
What would you do? Shine the light up here. These overhead stoves. Pry them out. Come to it.
Have a light, Jenkins.
Sir Merriweather suggest you listen to Mr. Holmes.
Can I help you with that? Sir, I suggest you.
Very well. Holmes, perfect timing.
Quite.
We'll take it from here.
Right behind you.
Daily, this is it.
We're through. I go.
Seize your future, boys.
My gold sandwich.
Good God!
Here's your future.
Boys, get them! I said, get them!
You can keep your head while those are.
Bullseye!
Hands up by order of the police. This. Girl, Underwood. Into the paddy wagon with you.
Well, blow me over, Holmes. I do owe you an apology. Who would have thought that our new cache of French gold Napoleons could be so vulnerable? 30,000 stashed here between lead sheets. And I simply cannot understand how one could be so conniving.
I told you so, sir.
Don't mention it.
Again, I have to say, capital timing on your part, Holmes. Great show.
Oh, that's John Daly for you. He likes a good plan.
I say, Mr. Holmes, the City and Suburban Bank owes you at the very least a medallion of bravery and more.
No, it's all in a day's work. Or night, rather.
Oh, Holmes, you rascal.
Quite efficient as usual. Excellent. Spaghetti a la Mortimer. Or why go to Italy, our best dish today? Have you always been a vegetarian, ma'am? Committed, yes, since the years in India. Thank you. Tell me, have you seen the paper?
Mrs. Fellow, Roberts.
Take a look at this headline, then read down.
And looky here.
Red-headed league strikes bank. Uncle, good thing you didn't get that job. The Red-headed League? To think, we came that close to eating an internationally famous steak.
We latest brick unearthed.
Tea, gentlemen, get it what's hot. A scone, a jam roly-poly.
And crumpets?
Please. Tunneling right through the bank's foundation. And then thumping on the door stoop to check for hollow ground. You knew all along. And then looking at John Daly's pants knees to see if they were worn. You got me there.
That's Daly, the red-headed lead, to get the ladies away from the shop so that Galt, Trevor, Jack, and he could tunnel away. What a mind!
He should write novels.
He certainly has the time for it.
Watson, do you call the wisdom of Flaubert? That phrase he wrote to George Sand, your pike, sir. Thank you. L'homme c'est rien, Louvre c'est tout.
Holmes, my French needs help. Translate.
Man is nothing, work is everything.
The missus is darling. They just busted in.
Without an introduction?
Mr. Holmes, out of gratitude to you, we're bringing tea cakes. Homemade. It's a party. Mr. Holmes, on your feet. Watson, come on, Mrs. Hudson. Rosamund, the latest London dance. The Rag Day.